This time around, we're going to be rebuilding Wyoming. They are currently the second lowest rated team in the game at 70 overall. The goal today will be, as always, to win a couple of conference championships, in this case being the Mountain West, win a national championship, if at all possible. But mainly my goal for today is to get a quarterback drafted in the first round. I'm hoping to make the next Josh Allen, whoever that may be. So to start off, we're rocking with Andrew Peasley. He's not very good. He's 69 overall. It looks like this team needs a lot of work. Wide receivers are not that great. The offensive line, surprisingly, is not that bad, though I don't think it's going to go very well. All right, whatever. Let's jump into it and see if we can't find this new Josh Allen player. And hopefully this time he doesn't transfer. Jerry Pierce. Not bad. You know, I will pick him up because why not? First interest players are not that fantastic. It's definitely not going to be Jerry's. He's 64 overall. Just terrible. Okay, so Lee Concepcion, he is a quarterback. However, again, 70 overall, not the biggest fan of that. If I'm going to get a Josh Allen replica, I need him to be a beast. I need him to be a 5-star, 4-star quarterback. So funnily enough, as it would turn out, 3 of the top 10 players are genuinely interested. An athlete, a tight end, and a wide receiver. The athlete looks like, wow, he's an amazing cornerback. 88 man coverage, 85 zone is crazy. That'd be a really good start if we could sign him. Now, the question is, can we find a good quarterback? This is the 1 week, week 3, like always. We can actually go out of our way to try and find low lock cheese after this week. That is it. That is the deadline. All right, so I'm feeling pretty good about this one. I did find a couple of genuine quarterbacks, so this guy's going to go down to a 74. Want a bit better than that, if at all possible. This guy goes up to a 77. Donald Setzer. Does that really sound like an NFL quarterback, though? Not really. I do kind of like Donald Setzer's stats, though, because he's not really a scrambler, but he can if he needs to, kind of thing. Really reminds me of a Josh Allen or a Patrick Mahomes. Really decent throw power and accuracy starting out too. Very elusive as well. I think we've found our quarterback, fellas. It is a very good thing that his throw power is a lot better than his accuracy too. From time to time, you can find some crazy quarterbacks that have like 96 throw power and things like that. Fortunately for us, we're not going to find that in this first year, but that's okay. I'm all about the underdog story. All right, so they're beating us in everything but pass offense. Remember, our quarterback is so bad though. Remember, he's like 69 overall. It's really not good. We've already got a tight end. We might do we go and get another one? I guess he could go to wide receiver. Low lock cheese class wasn't really that great, was it? I have this tight end as well. I definitely don't need another one. And I've got this tight end. And this one. Okay, so we're signing like 5 tight ends. This matchup against the Lobos is gonna be crazy because we know they're trash. We're a little bit better than them. Let's see how it goes. If we're gonna get 1 win, it'll be against New Mexico. We're not gonna win a game this season. If we're getting blown out like that against the Lobos, looks like we're only gonna get 1 offensive lineman this year as well. We could go after Josh Hodges as well. But the thing is, I need some points back. And Craig Harris looks like he might be going to Nebraska. This is good though. We can bring everybody in versus Colorado State. Hopefully 1 person commits. That's all we need. Okay, that's more than 1. We only needed the 1. So we got 2 tight ends, a quarterback, not the one we wanted though, a wide receiver, and some DTs. So the D line as well is gonna be done. Still no linebackers, which is a bit of a problem. Okay, I don't know what's wrong with the team. Like maybe the spread offense just isn't it anymore. I think at least until this quarterback ranks up quite a bit, or at least until Donald Setzer starts as we sign him, we're just gonna have to probably emphasize the run here a bit more. Agreed, agreed. And we got our first win. It looks like it was an overtime win as well. So we are gonna go 1-11. The story has a happy ending. Wow. Okay, I was not expecting that. Maybe what we're running right now is actually the play. I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes next year. To win back-to-back after changing the playbook ever so slightly is quite surprising. So all in all, 2-10, I will actually take that. So we ran a full-on spread offense and threw for 1,900 yards, 8 touchdowns, and 18 picks. I'm just trying to think because it can't be the spread offense that I was running before. I had to be running something different. I think Wyoming runs a spread, like their playbook is a spread playbook. So we might go back to the Wyoming one and see how that goes. So right now we're running a pro style and we're emphasizing the run. So see how that goes this year. Maybe that is the play after all. So there's quite a few players I still want to get. Definitely not the tight end. I want to go about 6K into Jared Jackson. I feel like Michigan's just going to steal him here. We've already signed 3 defensive linemen. The main person I want to get is Josh Hodges. Michigan is also after him, so they might steal both of these guys. Oh, wow, we got both. And we got a wide receiver, and we got a tight end. And that was a top 5 class. Okay, it was the 3rd best class. We got 3 5-stars, which was the tight end, the athlete, and the wide receiver. So we did sign 3 players from the top 10. 8 4-stars, 6 3-stars. So really, really solid class. So we got Weaver and Walker. This was 2 and 3 in the nation. And we signed Todd Jones. So we got 2 players in the top 3 and 1 in the top 15. Not a bad day at the office. All right, so Setzer's getting redshirted. That's a fact. So this Peasley guy, he's going to have to play another season. We signed 5 tight ends. Okay, CJ Livingston can make the transition to wide receiver. So can David Walker. Okay. Tight end we're going to rock with is Ronald Kramer. I'm getting an update now. So CJ Livingston is 6'3", 239. David Walker is 6'6", 265. And then we got Todd Jones, who's 5'10". Rich Crooks is 77. We got defensive ends and we got both DTs. So D-line is done. The first player we committed was Tyler Bergstrand. So we got a strong safety. So we need corners, free safety, linebackers, O-line, running back, and we're done. We got Major Applewhite as well. I don't remember what college he's from. I think was it Houston? Like, I don't think he was there last year, but I remember Major Applewhite. He definitely came from a red team. That's what I remember. We're still a 1-star school, so I can't imagine the talent would be that great. I mean, there's a kicker. Linebackers, I don't even care if they're not that great. I just need something. A couple of free safeties that don't look too flash hot either. An outside linebacker, Pog. So I got 7 players from genuine interest. Obadiah. Oh, I want that guy on the team. We actually have some really good bonuses on a lot of these top players, which I didn't expect. Maybe pipeline. California is a pipeline. Ooh, okay, so that's going to help us out. Texas is a pipeline. So we must have enough players from Texas and California to make them pipelines. I think that's how it works. We don't need a DT, but Andy Fulton's got a 240 bonus. Okay, so surprisingly enough, we're gaining on the cornerback, but I think Washington's still going to get him. We have Tommy Leach in the bag somehow. I'm just going to get him just in case our dude leaves like the last rebuild. Guaranteed to get Jared down somehow. And we could definitely get Daniel Ingram if we just stay on him. A lot of things will have to go our way, but that's a really solid start again. But the question is, what do we got in low lock? This is the big one. So wide receiver, not the biggest fan of it. Running backs have not been that great. I mean, we got a center here. That's good. Another corner, we'll take him just in case. Some more corners, okay. A lot of this has to work our way because I'm taking a lot of gambles here on players that maybe might pan out. They don't look the best, but they could be good. So there goes a corner there and Brian Bullock. There goes a decent O-lineman. These are all the 3-star corners. Another corner in Joe Baker. Looks more like a safety though. Scott Wall's going to go out 1, so that's 74. Robert Pollock. So this guy can move to safety, I reckon. Free safety from strong safety. Calvin Witherspoon as well. We got an outside linebacker there. It doesn't round out the team, but it gets us a lot closer. And we got a win. Nice. So maybe this pro style that we're rocking with is pretty good. All right, we're running a big risk here letting it go on this long, but this San Jose State game, we've got a player coming in. It is a cornerback. We're competing with Washington at the moment. Whatever we're doing now is working tenfold. We're 3-1 at the moment. Of all teams, we're competing with the Lobos. It's us and the Lobos. Where did they come from? Their bonus is terrible. What? We might be able to get Daryl Spicer too. Washington just exited themselves out of the battle. Okay, it looks like Brian Bullock is in the bag. Same as Jeremy Simon. That's good. All right, so everybody came in against Utah State. We get the dub. I've never run this playbook before as well, which I find very interesting. It was only meant to be a temporary one, but if we're winning this many games with this bad of a team, then we might as well just stick with it. There goes Brian Bullock. Beautiful. We got the linebacker, the center, and a cornerback. Goes our first win against Boise. Okay, so we got Tommy Leach. That means we have a backup quarterback. I don't have a feeling that the guy we signed is going to leave, but it would just be our luck that he would decide to leave. So if he does, then good riddance. We got him a backup already. But what if that guy goes the next year? Oh my goodness. No, we got locked out. Break back in. It looks like this is definitely going to be another top 25 class. It has the potential. I don't think it will be. Then again, I thought last year's class was crap and that was top 3. So there you go. I mean, I like the progress though. Considering last year we went 2-10 to making a bowl game this year, potentially going 7-6. And we didn't even get that much better. We went up, what, 5 overall. I don't think 5 overall equals 4 more wins. All right, so Peasley, who's apparently a star player now, 1936, 11-11. Wow. How did we win 6 games with those kind of stats? On the rushing end, though, DQ James, 1,300. A 77 overall is putting up these kind of numbers. Ooh, it might be kind of glitchy, this playbook. I'm not going to lie. We already have 1,000 lead on the athlete, so let's just put that up for chance. We'll see what happens. We might get him, we might not. This is the #1 running back recruit in the nation, though. Literally #1. I actually would be willing to go 6K and then 9K into the running back. We're already down 1,200, so it's not looking too great already. New Mexico is going to try and take both of these players, by the way, the corner and the running back. Okay, we got Spicer and Ingram. So regardless, we got ourselves a top 10 class in the nation. It is going to be 8th to be exact. 3 5-stars again. Jared Downs was #1, flat out #1. 2 players in the top 3 for a 2nd year in a row. And we got 29th in the nation, which was Tommy Leach. I wouldn't even care if Tommy Leach left, to be honest. Leach has to stay at quarterback. Downs, I'm just going to have to put you somewhere else, bro. He's a 62 at corner and a 69 at free safety. I guess it's going to have to be free safety, which means we move Bollock over to cornerback. The #1 guy in the nation, we're kind of putting him to waste here. He went with us over USC and UCLA, where I'm sure he probably would have started at quarterback. Not with us. Not with Wyoming. Josh Hodges, that was a guy we signed last year. We got Jeremy Simon, the center. We got a right guard as well. We got 3 of the 5 O-linemen done. Setzer up to an 81. Really good awareness. Bad. We got a lot of seniors that are going to get out of the way this year. Ronald Kramer's up to an 84. That's a big boy improvement. I just hope that none of these players leave, because I have this really weird feeling that they're going to leave. This D-line is going to be crazy the final year, because we got it straight out of the way. Alrighty, so hopefully this is going to go in our favor. We're still a 1-star, I want to say. Don't need the safety, but these linebackers, oh my goodness. Ask and you shall receive, apparently. Just need a mix of everything, you know. We just need a really solid overall, rounded out class. Even defensive ends, I'm not opposed to getting, because most of the time, left ends, especially right ends, they can transition over to linebacker really nicely. So we've got 8 players straight out the gate. Let's not waste any time here. And we've been getting surprisingly lucky in this rebuild. We've gotten 2 of the top 3 players 2 years in a row. So if we can just trade that for 3 linebackers instead, I'll be happy. So we're up to B minuses across the board. 81, 81, 80. Gonna need some big boy improvements to follow it up. 230 on Lester Church. The player we want the most, we got the best bonus on. All right, here we go. Moment of truth. Jamal, we're dropping down ever so slightly. We're not on Nate Lee's board just yet. Jim Sutton is unobtainable. Todd Wilkerson is unobtainable. So is Lester Church. There is a chance with Travis Price, and then it looks like we're going to be able to sign Joe Bell straight up. 3-star, okay, we'll take that. We don't need cornerbacks, and we got that guy on the board already anyway, so I know what I need, damn it, and it's not showing me. Mario Arrington looks like he's going to be a straight up 80 from the looks of it. Another center and a tackle, both over 600. 4-star corner. Why is he 65 overall, though? Yeah, something isn't checking out there. I'm very curious. So I think O-lineman, for the most part, is going to be done here. Mario Arrington goes up to an 81. I knew it. Edwin Rowe going up to a 77. Okay. Jared Robinson also okay, you know what? I need to take everybody else off. Stay on these guys because I think there still might be ever so slight chance. So I have to rock with that for now, but we need to get some signings ASAP to get back in a lot of these battles. We're going to have to keep an eye on the stats this year as well, because I'm not fully convinced on this playbook. Like, it's not what I wanted to run by the end of it. So we just have to see how it goes, but we're 1-1 right now. Okay, another win over Utah State, so we're positive. I mean, we did sign the #1 running back in the nation, so I kind of want to put him to work here. A lot of people locked us out, but a lot of people are ready for visits here too. Too little too late for Travis Price, so he said fluff it, he's not interested. Mario Arrington, this would be a huge insta-commit, and we're gonna get him. Edwin Rowe. Another huge insta commit. Really, really happy with that. That could not have gone better. A lot of visits as well. So week 7, it's a big week, the Kent State week. Oh, we get the lead on Micah Cochran. Wow, I didn't even see that. But yeah, we'll be putting some points in him for sure. I don't know why I didn't put points in this guy earlier. Did I just not see him? Because he's not a JUCO. He's just a really talented player. Won't consider us. Why? You got something against Cowboys? Okay, we're starting to work away at Mathley, which is great. The only problem that I see, we'll just get to like year 5 or 6 or whatever, and Major Applewhite will just dip. He'll dip, become the head coach somewhere else, and you know what that means for us? We'll be stuck with a level 1. And we're very inconsistent on the games too. Like we'll go ahead and beat somebody 30-20 and then lose 38-7. There's no consistency with this team. All right, good luck us. Here comes in the rest of the players. Okay, Jarrett Robinson, that's really solid actually. And that's what I mean right there, the inconsistencies. San Diego State is knowingly one of the best teams in the Mountain West. 4-8 isn't really it though. Okay, so we have 3 more progression seasons to go, including this one right here. As for the team, I'm pretty sure after that season, we've rounded out everything. Granted that nobody leaves, we look really solid, especially that D-line. In that final year that we push for the Natty, watch for that D-line. 4-8 for this season though. I don't really know what's going on with the team. I think it might just be a playbook issue. Once we resolve that, find something we like, maybe things will turn around, but we need to start having some winning seasons sooner rather than later. So at least we're going positive, but that's not what we're looking for. Daniel Ingram, his first season, 910 yards. Not bad for a true freshman. Receivers are all going to be there the last year. Blocking was really good. 43 pancakes, 2 sacks. Like, this is the best O-line we've had from the looks of it in a very long time. Tackle numbers were amazing. I'm really happy with this. All right, so we have nothing but graduations. Perfect. Jared Downs was obviously the #1 ranked player. Decides to go with us over UCLA and USC. Gets shafted to free safety and is just dog shit. Micah Cochran is going to get the start over him. Quarterback is up to an 86 as a sophomore, so 2 more progression seasons. We're probably looking at a 95, maybe 96. We're good, fellas. Trust me, we are good. All right, Major Applewhite decided to stick around. Please just stay 2 more years, bro. That's all I ask. Oh, we got Hawaii A&M on the schedule this year. That's going to be fun. So let me just double check that our final team, everybody from the final team will be starting. All right, so the team is set up in terms of the depth chart. Really happy with the way it's looking. We do have some higher 70s here and there. There's nothing that the computer could sign this year that'd help the team out. One thing I know for sure is the defense is going to be 99 because just the D-line alone is going to make it 99. All right, so let's change this to the Wyoming playbook. We'll make it 75 passing, only because our receivers are so stacked. We've won 1 game so far through 6. What is going on? I updated the game, right? So I put in the new CFB revamp, and all of a sudden the spread playbook doesn't work. We're always going to get that annual win against Utah State, though. It doesn't matter how bad we are. Utah State always seems to be worse. 3-9. We do even worse than we did last year, which I'm surprised we haven't been fired yet. The stats are going to say 3,000 yards for Setzer. We're throwing more picks and touchdowns. This is looking like a cheeky 7.5K each. This guy's a 5-star center, and somehow the computer is atop of his board. He's the #1 center in the nation. Because what's crazy is we just lost our right tackle. That's a pretty significant loss. But the funny thing is if we sign either one of these guys right here, not only a replacement, but a better replacement. All right, lay it on me. Training results. The most exciting part of any rebuild. Tight end up to a 92. DT up to a 92. The other DT up to a 92. Sean Woods won't be there the last year, but that's okay. We have a wide receiver at 91. Setzer goes up to a 91, so that's really good. We still have 1 more training season to go. This is looking like a straight 99 overall team. And the weirdest part is we're still a 1-star school. Not bad. B+, A-, and A-. Of course, we're starting off against Colorado. Funny thing is, we're the better team. The Boise's 84, 83 for Colorado State, 91, 93, 92. So this is going to be very, very interesting. I want to see how we do this season before we make those final changes. We do get a nice win against Colorado. That tells me that this playbook can at least work. All right, survey says we are 6-6. We really need Major Applewhite to stick around too. He's now level 24. All right, so Setzer at least is going to break a record. The fact that he's broken any records is kind of crazy. So 6-6, we have not had a season over that yet. Last year we had what, 3,100 something? This year we had 3,850. Okay, so the playbook is good. So we're gonna have to drop it down a little bit because he is running the ball too much. On the receiving end, 1,300 yards. Kramer just under 1,000, which is fantastic. The defense really stepped up. That D-line is starting to eat. Look at this. 6.5, 6, 3.5, 3.5. And that is the entire D-line right there. So we're only losing 4 players, one of them being Deshaun Woods, projected in the 7th round. That is the least amount of players we have lost in a season. 2 Hawaii A&M players, I'll take them. The Setzer is apparently the best player on the team. At least our running backs are actually going to be 90 as well. Well, I would say that this is a pretty freaking good football team. But don't let me tell you, let me just show you. So 99 quarterback, Tommy Leach up to a 92. Running back is looking decent. Like, that is definitely good enough to get it done. Wide receivers, so we have 3 over 90, which is not bad. I will take that. Tight end, we have a 96 overall. So mid to high 80s for pretty much everybody. Left end is a 93. Right end is a 92. We already established 97 DTs. Outside linebacker is 86. Mid to 85, 81. Right is 80. We got our gem and Joe Weaver. He is 95 overall. He's got 99 awareness too, which is not bad. 90 overall at free safety and an 87 at strong safety. Tyler Bergstrand is from Air Force Academy, Colorado. So his hometown is an Air Force base. And he decided to go to Wyoming over the Air Force. Why? 81, 84 for Boise. We're 99. The Mountain West has completely and utterly fallen off though. Starting off strong versus Power 5, we get a 49-10 win. I don't know what is going on this season, but this is very promising right here. We've dropped 90 points in 2 games and only let up 20, but we got Missouri this week, so this is going to be a big matchup. I don't expect them to be anywhere as good as us, but I have been wrong in the past. It is going to be a win. We dropped 62 on Hawaii. Heading out of last year, I thought that we were just going to go 7-5. Oh, this is the really scary week. We're playing on the road as well. Does not get much scarier than this. USC is one of those teams that doesn't really fall off. Yeah, they're better than us. I mean, we're scoring the most points in the nation right now, but our competition obviously hasn't been as crazy as USC's. All right, let's just jump headfirst into it. Every other game looks like it should be a win, so we're ranked 16 right now. Bruh, nah, this team is different, bro. You saw it right there. They were 90. They were better than us. We go into USC, Trojan Stadium, whatever it is, and drop 58 on them. This might be my favorite rebuild ever. No word of a lie. Setzer is just that guy. This is literally Josh Allen reincarnate. And the Lobos to finish off is going to give us one of the closest games of the season. All right, we came this far. We're not going to lose to San Jose State in a bowl game, that's for sure. 49-35, so they did give us a close one, but we have not won more than 6 games this entire rebuild, and then out of nowhere, Setzer is going to win the Heisman. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I wanted to see. There goes our Heisman trophy. There goes the Robert Maxwell. I didn't look to see how tall Setzer is, so hopefully he does get drafted. And we are going to take on Texas, who we have the upper hand on. We're actually the better team. Before we do that though, let's go look at these stats. 4,900, pretty much 5,000, 57 touchdowns and 4 picks. That ratio is crazy. Look at the receiving end. 3 receivers over 1,000 and 1 almost had 1,400. Kramer had 1,300. Setzer did rush it quite a bit, which was something I was scared of, but it seemed to have worked out. Bergstrand with 3 picks, Joe Weaver with 3 too. So just by having faith in our players, everything turned out for the best. We'll see where everybody gets drafted. Let's jump into this game though. The only thing that creeps me out about Wyoming is they don't have names on the back of their jerseys, which is kind of boring. I don't know. It's such a minor thing to add, but Bullock, I'm not going to get down the sideline. Kind of cool that Setzer's rocking #1 as well. I didn't know that. That is very cool. Oh, gotta get that off in the nick of time. Woo! Do you see that blitz? Again, we're in, just unstoppable. Back to return. Get me some blocks, boys. Woo! Messed that guy up. Bro, Texas linebackers are so fast. Okay, can we run away with it here? Texas gonna hold on for dear life. They're only down by 4. Now Texas has all the momentum. That was a great block right there. Bullock threw a gaping hole in the defense. Okay, they kept the drive alive. I'm liking what I'm seeing. 1st and goal. Wyoming gonna retake the lead here. We got the ball back. I don't know how we got the ball back. So now Texas, I mean, what a weird game this has been. Slot the field goal. We're up by 8. They're going to have to bomb it down here. 17 yards off rip. Let me go on the blitz here with Nixon. This is out right outside. Oh, well, we won. That's that. So beautiful. Unlike the Lobos rebuild, we genuinely achieved the dream. There's only one thing left to do, fellas, after that 14-0 season. And that is to see if we produced a 1st round quarterback. Yes, okay, so Setzer is going in the 1st round. We did produce another Josh Allen. We also produced 5 other 1st rounders, including 2 defensive tackles, a tight end, a cornerback, and a receiver. We had a receiver in the 2nd round, a receiver in the 3rd round. Leach didn't even play a game his whole college career and still went in the 6th round. So not only did we get our quarterback drafted in the 1st round, we got everybody drafted. Pretty much all the big hitters got drafted. Fellas, if you made it this far into the video, then you are the real MVP. Hope the rest of your day's awesome. And from me personally, I'm out. Peace.
Sometimes I wonder, can I breathe right underwater? Sometimes I wonder, can I speak enough?